Good morning everyone. Hope you all safe with a good health. With you, Ms. Zina Al-Badri, science teacher for grade 9. Today we will start our revision sheet, but before we will make a revision about chapter 11, motion. Okay, in this part we will talk about the difference definition about distance, displacement, speed, velocity, and the difference between them. Okay, what is the difference between distance and displacement? Distance, it is the length of the path between 2 points. So it is a scalar quantity. What's the meaning of the scalar quantity? Don't need direction. Displacement is the quickest route to a certain point. It is a vector quantity. So in displacement, we need to measure the direction. What is the meaning of the frame of reference? Frame of reference is the system of an object that are not moving with respect to one another. Relative motion, movement in a relation to a frame of a reference. Okay. After that, we talk about the speed. Speed is equal to the distance divided time, or it means the change in the distance divided time. What is the meaning of the average speed? The total distance taken by the body divided time, divided total time. Okay, so the speed, it is a scalar quantity, but the velocity, it is a vector quantity, is a description of speed and direction. Okay. After that, we talked about velocity and the speed, the difference between them. So, and we said that we have an important definition called acceleration, and we said that the acceleration, it is the rate which velocity change. Okay, free fall, the movement of an object toward airway slowly because of gravity. So we have an important definition is a gravity, the force which attract the body to the center of the earth. So what is the meaning of the force? It's a push-pull. Did you see push-pull that act on an object? After that, we talked about the meaning of the net force, friction, gravity, projectile motion, and inertia. This is very important definition. Net force, the overall force acting on an object after all forces are combined. Friction, it is the force that opposes the motion of an object that touch as they move past each other. Gravity, we say that gravity is the force that acts between two masses. Projectile motion, the motion of a falling object after it's given the first forward velocity. Inertia, the tendency of an object to resist a change in its motion. Okay, that's all. Let us talk about in details about the acceleration, because it's very important part and we need it in problems. Okay, acceleration is the rate at which a velocity change. So the acceleration can be changed by increasing the speed or decreasing the speed or no change. Okay. So how can we calculate acceleration by this law? Acceleration equal final speed minus initial speed divided time. What is the unit of acceleration? So we have here speed. Speed is the unit to measure the speed, meter per second, and we have here time, and the time can be measured by second. So meter divided second square. The units of the acceleration, meter per second square. In this problem, he wants to calculate the acceleration of this car. So we have the initial speed here. The car starts moving from rest. So there is no speed. The speed here is equal 0. So the initial speed 0 and the car rests. Its speed is 16. After how many seconds? 1, 2, 3, 4. So the final speed is 16. Initial speed is 0 and the time is 4. So 16 minus 0 divided 4 equal 4 meters per second square. How to graph acceleration? By using a speed and time graph. So here, how can I know this is graph for acceleration or speed? So we know from the definition of acceleration, acceleration is the change in the speed divided time. Okay, but if here we write distance, So it is the change in distance divided time. So it will be a graph for, yeah, speed. Excellent. Okay. Now let us start our revision sheet about this part. First one, friction. Which one is friction? The speed of an object in a particular direction, or an object change in a position relative to a reference point, or a force that opposes the motion between two surfaces that are in contact. Which one? Yeah, number C. So, motion. What's the meaning of the motion? The speed of an object, or an object change in position relative to a reference point. Yeah, number B. So, number 2 with B. Number 3, velocity. The speed of an object in a definite direction, so it will be number A. Okay, the second one, multiple choice question. The change in the position of an object, it will be, excellent, displacement. Number 2, the force that resists the action of sliding motion between two surfaces that are in a contact and at rest. Which one? Motion or friction or acceleration or kinetic energy? So number 2, it will be friction. Excellent. Number 3, true or false? An action exerted on a body in order to change the body's state of rest or motion, force has magnitude and direction. It will be, yeah, force. So it will be correct. Yeah, true or false? Excellent. True. The rate at which the velocity changes over time. An object accelerates if its speed, direction, or pose change. It will be acceleration. True or false? True. Excellent. Okay. Here, number 1, position. The place where an object is located, or a change in an object position over time. Which one? Yeah, A. Number 1, it will be A. Number 1, it will be A. Number 2, motion. Change in an object position over time. Excellent. Okay. Let us start worksheet 2. Okay, number 1, what is the inertia? Friction that between when an object rolls over a surface, or the overall force acting on an object, or the property of an object that resists change and its motion. Which one? A or B or C? Excellent. Number C. What is the meaning of the inertia? It will be number C. Net force. What is the meaning of the net force? Number A, friction, or the overall forces. Number 2, B. Okay, number 3, ruling friction. What is the meaning of the ruling friction? So it will be number friction. Excellent. Number A. Okay, let us see second question. Okay, choose the correct answer. A friction force that act on an object are not moving. Ruling friction, sliding friction, Or what is the inertia or static friction? Which one? Excellent. يبقى number one static friction. Static friction. Okay. Number two, change in the velocity of an object over time. It will be, yeah, acceleration. So number two, it will be acceleration. Mass. The amount on its mass or acceleration or net force or velocity. So number three, it will be the amount of inertia posed by an object is depend on its mass. Excellent. So number three, it will be 1. True or false? Here, number one. Number one. An object at rest tends to stay at rest. An object in motion tends to stay in motion at the same speed and in the same direction until acting on by an outside force, so-called inertia. This is unbalanced force? No, false. Number two, any push or pull on an object is a net force? No, false. Number 4. A force that opposes the motion of an object is friction? Yeah, true. Okay, let us solve this problem. Okay, here, when you said the train to Odysseus in 2 hours, what is the train's speed? We know that from the law of the speed equal distance divided time, so we have to write the law. After that, speed equal distance here equal 500 and the time 2, so 500 divided 2, the answer it will be 225. So it will be meter per second? No, it will be, yeah, according to 2. So here, the speed equal distance divided time. So the answer it will be 500 divided 2 equal 25. 25 what? Kilometer divided hour. Excellent. Here, a roller coaster is moving at 25 meters per second at the bottom of the hill. 3 seconds later, it reached the top of the hills, moving at 10 meters per second. What was the acceleration of the coaster? A equal V2 minus V1. It is the rule of the acceleration. V2 minus V1 divided C. A equal 10 minus 25 divided 3. Okay, A equal, so it will be with minus negative 15 divided 3. It will be negative 5 meters per second square. So this movement, it will be with a negative acceleration or positive negative acceleration. Okay, next time inshallah we will finish our revision sheet. Hope you all understand.